I never thought that that was possible for me. I had hoped it was, but I had started thinking that it wasn't possible. My name's Megan, and I live in Central Florida. When I first came into Orlando Acupuncture, I was having a lot of chronic pelvic pain. I'd had chronic pelvic pain for 12 years. It came in the form of pelvic floor dysfunction, vulvodynia symptoms, bladder pain, and I was in pain literally all the time. The only time I ever had any relief was when I was pregnant with both my kids, and then I would come through postpartum and the pain would just kick up really badly again. And so when I came to Orlando Acupuncture, it was when I was 6 months postpartum with my daughter, and I was in a pretty severe amount of pain. And I remember calling the office to ask questions, and I said, hey, I've been in pain for 12 years. Like, do you guys specialize in complicated chronic conditions? Because if not, this is gonna be a waste of both of our time. And you all said, yeah, that's exactly who we see. And so I was like, okay. Prior to coming here, I had seen a lot of the main specialists in Central Florida. I had seen chronic pain specialists. I'd seen a pelvic physical therapist biweekly for the last 10 years. I'd seen urogynecologists. I'd seen a lot of different providers, and I was just kind of told that the best they could do for me was pain management and kind of symptom management. Treatment at Orlando Acupuncture has helped more than I thought was possible. Like, I'm sitting here without being in any pain, and I have longer and longer stretches of just not being in any pain, and I never thought that that was possible for me. I had hoped it was, but I had started thinking that it wasn't possible. And when I started, my flares started getting less and fewer and far between, and I would come out of them more frequently and just overall feel a lot healthier, a lot better, sleep better, have more energy. I would definitely recommend Orlando Acupuncture. I do recommend Orlando Acupuncture a lot, because I think one of the things that I learned in being here is that Chinese medicine and acupuncture really treats your whole system. And I'd never thought of coming to a place like this for pelvic pain, because they don't work specifically with the area of my body that had pain. And so I didn't think that this was a place that could be helpful. And since being here, I've learned that my body really needed a lot of help and a lot of care and a lot of restoration in a lot of areas that weren't my pelvis. And those were exactly the things I needed to really help my pain turn the corner.